So I've been journaling for a few years now, and only this year have I discovered this very beneficial and life-changing technique of journaling. This technique helped me gain so much more mental clarity that I did not have before. It helped me improve my mental health, helped me reduce a lot of stress, a lot of unneeded anxiety, and it also just generally helped me untangle a lot of life problems that I was facing on my day-to-day life. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. This type of journaling is what I like to call deep journaling. In essence, you single-mindedly and deeply write about one specific topic for an extensive period of time. Now, this period can be around 15 to 30 minutes, but I do recommend going closer to the 30-minute mark instead of the 15 minutes mark. So this type of journaling has been advocated by so many successful people before. Although each of them does this a bit differently, the central idea is still the same. Basically, you deeply think about a complex problem or something that's been on your mind for a really long time and wholeheartedly try to untangle and solve the problem on a piece of paper. So this is how I'll personally do deep journaling. First of all, you pick out around 15 to 30 minutes of your day when you can remove yourself from any kind of commitment, any kind of distractions, where you can just stay in a room or any place really where there's no distractions at all. You do not want any distractions here because, as the name suggests, it has to be like deep when you're journaling. So you really want to be wholeheartedly and single-mindedly focusing on the piece of paper at hand. So that's the first step you need to keep in mind. And second of all, get a notebook and a piece of paper and a pen. A notebook or a piece of paper and a pen. You can do the deep journaling digitally, but personally, I very much recommend you do it on a piece of paper or in a notebook physically because it helps you get into the ritual a lot better than if you're like typing on your keyboard or typing on your phone. So personally, definitely write it on a notebook or a piece of paper. Thirdly, choose a prompt to write about. So this can be whatever. Personally, I usually choose things that's been on my mind for a while, or you can just choose whatever interesting prompt that you want to write about or think about that day. So for example, you can write about what is your biggest insecurity. You can write about what you want to be in 5 years. This is where it gets flexible. You can write about anything really. And for reference, my last entry was on why playing video games, especially FIFA, was so addicting for me. So you see, like, this is quite flexible. It really does not matter, but choose something that you think after solving it or after untangle it will help you a lot. And fourthly, just start writing about it. To begin with, if the topics has been on your mind for a while, it should not be that hard to start writing about it. But if it does, you can start with prompts like, why am I thinking about this? Why do I want to write about this? And very slowly you realize that your brain's kind of like guiding you in terms of what to write about. And there's really not much to say, just keep writing. And sometimes you may stop for a few seconds because you don't know what to write about. That's normal. Just think about what to write in those few seconds. That's literally all there is. And some other times you'll find yourself not being able to write a thing for a minute or two. And that's maybe a sign that you've pretty much cleared out all your main thoughts, or you pretty much untangled the problem at hand. Now that's a good sign. That might mean that your session has ended early, and congratulations. But if not, I usually do suggest that you stick to the 15 to 30 minutes mark. Diving deep into the problem usually takes quite long, and it is really beneficial to just step aside from your normal day life and just focus on thinking about this one problem. And yeah, that's it. You finish your deep journaling entry. Personally, I like to throw away my deep journal entry every time I write it because that way I can write a bit more unfiltered. That way I know that I can write more freely as opposed to me finding this journal entry I had 3 years ago. I know I would like cringe really hard. So usually I like to throw away my entries. You can do otherwise, it's up to you. But the key point here is that you should be very unfiltered in your writing. You should not be writing with the intention that someone or even yourself will be reading it in the future. So just go crazy, go unfiltered, because that's the best way for you to untangle the problem at hand and to really confront directly the issues that you're trying to tackle. So yeah, this is deep journaling. It has been very helpful in my own introspective and personal development journey. I also do other kinds of journaling, but this is one type that I found to be very beneficial that I was not doing at all before. So I do recommend you giving it a try, and do let me know how it goes. And also, just to finish off the video, if you're new to this channel, my name's Jason. Here I try to gradually help you improve your life, and also kind of just filter out the BS advice out there on YouTube. And if you haven't already, subscribe and like the video, because this channel is only getting bigger. So may as well hop on the journey and join me. And I promise you, this is not your typical self-improvement YouTube channel. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.